I am trying something new. You get to see how I tend to use law of attraction in my daily life while I prepare for going to a gig later this afternoon. So I'm putting on my makeup now, literally, and this is one of the things that I wanted to address and talk about. So, um, some people who are new to spirituality think that they have to have a certain kind of clothes or chair or, thing. Really, it's the energy and the focus. And the focus is not in measured in time, but it's measured in, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not time. It's not with time. So one of the first things a lot of people do tend to ask is like, well, how long do I need to meditate? It's like, well, that's up to you. How well can you focus? How well can you, and when I mean focus, doesn't mean on the intended. Okay? So it means focusing on the thing that it is that you are looking to accomplish. And this is where law of attraction comes into play. So I am a person who normally gets up very early in the morning because I do want my me time. Because I am a person who in my 9 to 5, you may hear my cat, sorry. He is interesting. But where it is not, I don't get a lot of me time during the day. So I have to make that me time as early as possible. And a lot of people, when I tell them what time I actually get up in the morning, like wake up, there's a difference between wake up and get up. So I wake up at 4:30. And in that time, at least about an hour or so, I do my visualizations, my meditations, things like that. So I'm not up physically doing random things. I'm being purposeful with my time and with my day. I'm conditioning my body to take on the day. Not to say that my job is horrible, but because I get to choose how my day runs. Okay? I get to choose how I feel about my day. I don't let circumstance dictate that, and that's a part of the law of attraction. It's like a lot of people allow the circumstance of what they see outside of themselves dictate how they feel. And it's like, no, kind of no, you do that. It's you. Because we see, you can see a lot of different things. There are people um, who may witness a mugging or something and they see, that it's been proven that people see different things. Like not everybody sees the same event a certain way. So it's up to you to decide how you want to see things in the world. Okay? So there's that. So that is my main focus when I am waking up in the morning. It's like I get to choose how I see the world, and I give myself my nourishment for the day as far as like spiritual, mental, and then nutritional, as in I don't eat breakfast anymore, even though that kills my mom. It's like, but I do drink helpful things, okay, that help nourish my body by the time I have lunch, if I choose to have lunch. So there is that. Um, so by the time I'm up and about, I'm doing my makeup. And that gives me enough time. Like I said, if I get up early enough, I have time to focus on me. Like I don't throw on clothes and throw on makeup and throw on, the thing. It's like it is a ritual. It literally is to care for my body and to care for how I present myself in the world. and my focus to really charge up how I'm going to be in the world. So that is why, I get up that early in the morning. Sorry. It's like I also put on contacts. I could talk a little bit about the gig I'm getting ready for. Normally, yeah, this is a Saturday. Don't normally wear makeup on the weekends unless it's for, a gig. And my band, like I'm in kind of three different things. So the rock band has booked a festival in the mountains. So this is my second trip to the mountains this summer already. Me as a solo act, I've already been to the mountains the first weekend of June. So this is technically the last weekend in June, and I'm going back to the mountains, a different set of mountain ranges in Georgia. Not that far. I live in the city of Atlanta, even though I live in a neighborhood. Atlanta is very interesting. So I literally, when people say they live in Atlanta, I actually live in Atlanta. Like it's on my address. Okay. So I actually live in the city. However, there are places, little pockets still in the city that are very naturey. Like I hear the cicadas right now. And yeah, I hear somebody with a leaf blower out there because it's Saturday. There's deer in our neighborhood, kind of thing. So yeah, there's still places out here. Um, and when back to the gig, so I don't think I necessarily, maybe I did wish for. I don't want to say wish, but would have liked to have more travel experiences once things opened up as a performer, and here we are, through my music, through me being a performer. So yeah, it's been happening. It's done, and I didn't have to seek any of these things out, so they came to me because they already knew I was a performer. So these situations just came, and that's law of attraction for you. I'm available, then okay. So when I am preparing for performance, I do take extra care, extra long when I'm doing my makeup. I might shorten this only because I'm a little bit behind and the drive up is about 2 hours. And we're going to be outside, I already know. And so no matter how like detailed I am with my makeup or whatever, it's probably just going to melt off. If anything, as a performer, I just want to be able to let people see like my eyes, right? And I kind of learned how to do my makeup in high school and in college. I grew up on a farm where my mother was like, no. They would let me have a face powder when I was about 15, I think. I had face powder. But when I started in high school at my magnet school and I was studying opera, is when I have my first real experience with makeup, and I let somebody else do my makeup because I didn't know how to do it, and I did not like that experience because I should have, we're all kids. Looking at her makeup, I was like, okay, whatever. And she made me look just like her, and she didn't have the skills yet. And so I'm laughing because it's like, I felt like the pit in my stomach was I was horrified. But anyway, it taught me to be like, oh, as a performer, I've got to learn how to do my own makeup. And then when in that ritual of doing your makeup is also where you focus on visualization. And so as I am still, a vocal coach, and I tell people, it's like, you've got to start visualizing how you want things to end up. More likely more often than not, it's going to be the way that you visualize it to be. And that's why I try to strongly suggest to people, please don't focus on all the negative that could happen, because you're bringing that to you. Visualize success. Visualize the best. Like, with all the energy that you were, freaking yourself out about, well, what could happen, what wrong could happen, how about focus on what right could happen, and think only of that. And that's also something that I learned to do early on, because not only am like a singer, but as a musician too, I had to set up my own equipment. I had to make sure all my gear is ready. So I'm thinking about, like, okay, I'm putting this together. Like, I literally, by accident, I guess, I don't know, it all is a happenstance, where me focusing on being a good performer by chance is the law of attraction. I visualize what I need to be doing, and what I should be doing. And then by the time I am on stage, I'm not necessarily nervous, because I've already visualized, okay, this needs to happen, this needs to happen, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. The things happen, right? Sorry, I'm putting on a lot of cover up here. You may see me set it in a second. So that's the one thing I do have learned to do when I'm outside. Yeah, I'm not that into makeup per se. And if anybody asks, yeah, so it would also made me think about my first makeup experience, was the fact that this is kind of where I discovered the makeup that I do use up until this very day. I do have other cover up that I like. One other it's hard for a woman of color to find a color. So if you are out there, So I stick with this brand, okay, since I was a teenager. It has not steered me wrong. Every time I wear it, when in the early years, people would say, "Are you wearing makeup?" So because I can selectively blend it. It's and it looks natural. All right, so I'm gonna set it a little bit. Hold on. So, oh, forgot my brush. Forgot my brush. Hold on. Let me see if I can. The brush is behind the thing. So when we practice law of attraction, it is in everything we do. I know I just did a short just now, literally about 17 seconds, but Abraham Hicks, I think she has made that famous noticing of, if you can hold a thought for about 17 seconds, it's there. It's on its way, right? And I think that's true. That's why I say there's no such thing as time. If you can put the emotion behind what it is that you're doing, that's the time that it takes. That's it. We now have to be patient on when it shows up in your 3D world, I also feel like I want to do a video about attraction, because you can also lure, I don't want to say lure, that's interesting, where you can encourage people to feel drawn to you. Also, law of attraction. It is a thing. So yeah, as I don't sit in, this is another thing about the daily routine and law of attraction. I don't necessarily focus on like, oh, I gotta go do this meeting or anything. You're just bring that bad energy to yourself. This is your personal time to charge anything that you are using as a tool of enhancement to amplify that effect. Okay? So Sorry, my cat. He does things. So yeah, so even makeup is a tool, or doing the makeup can be the ritual that you need to center and focus yourself on how this makeup is not the makeup, it's how you feel while putting on the makeup. That you are glamorizing yourself. It's a glamour. If you want to, be more witchy in the terminology, but it's a glamour. That's why, it has been said that makeup is witchcraft. I'll just laugh because I kind of, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, so going to the mountains. Only for this gig. Like, beginning of the month, I spent like a day up there overnight because we also got a camper, like a part of the deal of being a performer. Sometimes you get your own camper. I didn't have to bring like a tent or anything. I was like, if you want me to perform, this is what I need. This is my rider. So this time around, even though I could have stayed overnight, I'm like, I don't really feel like it. I got other stuff I need to be doing. I need to get back into the city, back into Atlanta. I might be meeting up with friends. Who knows? I'll be back before sundown, I guess. But it should be fun to perform. So yeah, so festival makeup. Let me tell you, I guess I'm gonna wear a sundress. I'm already wearing, okay, so since it is a festival, it's the summer festival, it's out in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, I'm literally, instead of underwear, I'm wearing a bathing suit because it has the backless features. Like I have the bustier, well, I don't know, the tie-on thing. So instead of a bra, with my sundress that I'm going to wear, this bathing suit will be the underwear. And it'll work. It will be fine. But yeah. And it's less constrictive. I'll be fine. So yeah, law of attraction. Your intention, daily practice. It's not a form, it can be a formal thing, but it doesn't have to be a formal thing. For those people who are intimidated by, like, oh, I need to say certain words, or oh, I need to sit a certain way and wear certain clothes. I was like, no, you kind of don't have to. I mean, yeah, there are people who have certain other practices. I don't want to name any in particular, but there are certain people who write books and things like that about it. But if you strip all of that away, or you find the commonality in all of those things, a lot of the same elements show up. It's the focus, it's the intention. Yeah, there's a ritual around it, and the ritual is fun. Don't get me wrong, because I likes me a ritual, okay? I can tell you some things I also do, which I don't know if you can hear it right now. I'm making a meditation video since YouTube will not allow me to use music for live. That's not mine. So this is my music I'm making. I'm actually just listening back to it, the music. But normally, if I'm not doing a live, I would also be listening to music. Music that helps me bring out the feeling of what I need to be feeling, okay? And it's usually wordless at this point, even though I'm a musician. I know that sounds funny. I don't listen to a lot of music nowadays for a few reasons, but one of those reasons is I want to program my own energy into what I am doing. Hold on, let me set my face. I'll close my eyes. Normally I would have a fan in here too to help me dry my face. So yeah. So normally, when I do my makeup, it is with music. And like I said, I'm choosing music that I am making right now. So you will see that video hopefully soon in the next day or so. So that's another reason why I'm like, I want to perform and then I'm coming back because I got to finish this video. Finish making the video. So yeah, music is also very crucial in your rituals. You want to make sure that you set the mood, set the tone of the day. I'm slowly but surely moving away from watching the news. Like I used to watch the news in the mornings. I was like, I mean, for years I already knew that the news is a program, y'all. It's, I don't know. If you look at, I have backgrounds in radio and communications, radio, TV, and film. And one thing that I did learn in that is that a lot of broadcast television and now cable is to draw an audience, draw a certain kind of audience for the advertisers. Okay, that's why when you are watching certain programs, you see certain kinds of commercials. Like, for example, if you were watching like an adventure TV show, drama, you wouldn't necessarily see candy commercials. Maybe like a Snickers bar or something like that, something that surpassed like all audiences. But if it was something like an hour later commercial, like candy that kids like go insane over, you wouldn't necessarily see those kind of commercials. You definitely would not see commercials for arthritis medicine. You would probably see commercials like hiking materials. You might see commercials about other travel experiences. So they do gear the audience around the commercials. Okay, so if you're watching, and this is something else I have noticed, the news, when you watch local news, that's when you see the most political ads. I hope you realize that. So even if you are political and you're watching the news, I mean, it only makes sense, right? You see, and that's where they put the most negative ads in those spaces. The most negative ads in those spaces. They're trying to program you. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the system that has come to play. But they know older people who watch the news all the time will also get those political ads because they are also the most likely people to vote. And that's just a little FYI out there information for you. So when it comes to the law of attraction, I don't want to watch the news. I don't want to watch all the fires and the robberies and the things that they're trying to lure people into watching to scare them. Because look, crime happens all the time, every day, in any space. They want you to believe it's only in certain areas and all this other stuff, but it's like it happens when it happens. Okay, so yeah, so there's that. So I don't even at this point, like if I need the weather, and that's probably the only time I actually do watch the news is for the weather. I just go, pull it up on the internet somewhere at this point because I don't want to have to deal with the scare tactics that the news sometimes tries to bring to people, the gotchas and all this, like, oh, we're trying to get the real story. It's like, I don't know, we can go into that later. But anyway, so when you are doing your daily routine, whatever that is, in your alone space, in your shower, I just did a video on that, where you are programming your water, even, with music. You're programming even the water. I don't know if I want to do any gel in my eyebrows today. I will be wearing a hat, a big sun hat, and sunglasses. I'm going for the kind of Stevie Nicks. I love Stevie Nicks, but anyway, kind of going for that Stevie Nicks witchy kind of vibe. We'll see. Yeah. So even if you're not a lady and you don't do makeup, you do shave, maybe. Shave, cut your hair, wash your face. That is your time to program your vision for the day. Okay? Your intention for the day. Your personal space for the day. Okay? I don't have a watch in here. So I used to have clocks in my bathrooms, and I kind of stopped doing that. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that anymore, having clocks in my bathroom. Because, yeah, that puts undue pressure on you also as a person, where you're trying to create a thing. The intention of your day into your body. Hold on. I don't want to like support certain brands or anything, but I just went to like a generic kind of hair place. Not my foundation is the one thing that I can't go without. But when it comes to things like eyeshadow and eyeliner, I'm not particularly picky. I choose the colors that I like. But this one I picked up because it says Magic Collection. And I thought that was kind of funny. So I was like, okay. Witchcraft, remember? Makeup is witchcraft. Yeah, so that's what we do. That's how we do it, okay? Athletes do this all the time. That's another thing that I keep telling people. It's like, look, y'all, athletes do this kind of thing all the time. When they're preparing for the game or whatever it is they're doing, they have their alone time, they have their prep time. And nobody says, anything crazy about that, but say a person like me, my everyday life, but I'm also a performer. And I wish more performers would do this instead of, take medicinals or whatever. Like, you can focus your energy. You can focus your energy. I'm going to blend this, y'all. Don't worry. And like I said, it's going to be from a distance. We're going to be outside. Nobody's going to see all this. They're just going to see that I have something. Okay? And I think more people in their everyday life should do this. Like, prepare for your day. Even if you don't like your job, I like my job, I do. But sometimes I do have coworkers who I don't always get along with, or I don't always agree with, and I know I got to deal with them, So there's that. So figure out or focus on how you want to present yourself in the world when it comes to those people or yourself. Really, the magic, or as they say, the magic, it's really about you. The law of attraction is about you focusing on learning your first of all, what it is that you actually want, and then really focusing on you. It's about you. Okay? It's not about the thing. It's about you. How do you feel with the thing? How do you feel having the thing? Okay? I'm going to do my eyeliner and then my mascara. So yes, I'm not doing too much. I don't really do much when it comes to makeup. Let's see. This is the first time I'm like trying to use the camera as a camera, and then I have my mirror, my camera as a mirror, and then my real mirror is over there. All right, so let's see. Can I do it? Oh, feeling like it's smudging. So I hope you can hear my music. So what I do hope for the fall, since it's 6 months into the year, more opportunities to perform, different experiences. Like I said, I'm in 3 different things. I would love to do garden parties, um, more festivals again. That would be great. Atlanta is known for festivals. If you live in the city, you know. Like neighborhoods have festivals. Um, then there's seasonal festivals, and then there's just festivals, you know. So I think it would be nice to be able to do more festivals. And it would be nice to do more retreat work as a life coach, attraction coach. I don't know, how I coach people to be more successful. You know, let's see, mascara. Oh wait, do I want to spray now again before I do mascara? Yeah, I think so. No, maybe. This is where it gets tricky. So I'm still new to the setting spray. Trying to figure out when would be the best time. Maybe now. Okay, just a light spritz. Another layer. Here we go. Over the eyes. Yeah, so I don't normally, like I said, I'm moving away from having a clock in the restroom where I do my glamour. But at the same time, I am on a timetable today. I don't want to rush to get into the mountains today. Like I said, it's a 2-hour drive. If I leave within the hour or so, I should be fine. But, you know, the city is interesting with its traffic. But I'm leaving the city, so there you go. All right, so just like I said, nothing too crazy. I just want the people to be able to realize that I have eyeballs. And maybe a little bit of an eyelash. There you go. And travel more to perform more. That would be great. If there was a way I can incorporate my life coaching, my retreat, like I would love, that would be like the dream. Like I have my life book, my journal. I need to actually write that in. Maybe I'll wait until the new moon. To incorporate my music into my work as a coach at a retreat in a far off exotic location or exclusive location. You know, teaching people how to focus their energy on success. Yeah, there you go. That works for me. And like I said, I'm gonna wear a hat. I'm trying to decide on. I like pigtails. Might put a little lighter around my allergy eyes. That's one thing. Is learning about myself, my body, things that I am allergic to. Highly allergic to a lot of stuff, and hay fever, that kind of thing. So my sinuses. I'm going to be doing a cleanse or detox of sorts in the next couple of weeks or next week or so. I need to get my materials ready for all of that. So I've been paring down on the sugar only because, you know, that should be a normal practice for everybody. Nobody should be like eating things that have so much sugar in them. Sometimes I get caught up. I'm human. Um, but then there's a cleansing process also where we all have to just be like, all right, it's time to just replenish the body. I know that our bodies replenish itself, and this is something I had to teach my parents. It's like, look, it is our body's nature to heal, no matter how old you are. This is one of the things that my mom tends to say, well, I'm old. It was like, you know what? As long as you're alive, it is your body's nature to heal. If you cut your finger right now, your body will be working to heal itself no matter how old you are. That's the proof that you need to know and realize. And with that, law of attraction works for body improvements also, because it is our body's nature to restore. And it's the habits that we have, unfortunately, that prevents us from doing that. So, I grew up in a time where a lot of my older relatives, I can think of at least two different uncles who they decided like, well, I'm too old to change my eating habits, and they died within a year because they chose not to change their eating habits because they gotta have that pork, gotta have that salt or whatever, and it doesn't have to be that way, y'all. I'm glad that there is now more movement towards veganism, and look, it's up to you how you want to do it, but I can tell you now, there is proof that however it is your body functions, because I also believe that not everything is for everybody. Some people, veganism works for them. Some people, a paleo diet works for them. For some people, carnivore works for them. You have to figure out what your body needs to be successful. A successful body. So yeah, it's up to you to make that groundwork. And then, like I said, it is all of our body's nature to replenish itself. So I may do a couple of videos on how law of attraction and weight loss work together, how law of attraction and magnetism works, because it all works. Okay, it all works, but you also have to have the key to it all, and that's where I think that's why I say law of attraction, and I don't say whatever religion or whatever spiritual practice, because it all works, because they all have the same common thing at the heart of it. And that's the thing, that no matter what it is you practice, no matter what it is you believe, you've got to work on that one thing, the feeling, okay? And the visualization, okay? Yep. So I think I'm done. Like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy with makeup. I don't normally anyway. This is how I do my makeup. This is it. I'm au natural. It's funny. It's like I don't want to say, this is not a dig against guys, but sometimes men think that the natural look, they assume natural look means makeup or no makeup, but they don't want no makeup. They just want you to still look nice. But then it doesn't look like you have on makeup. I don't know. But yeah, we ladies, we know. It's like, y'all say, oh, I don't want you in any makeup. You don't really want that. You don't really want that. I don't think you really mean that. I don't think you know what that actually means. So yeah, and with that, okay, my video sounds done, which means I need to be done. So that was the only thing that I used, since I don't have my watch or a clock in here to know what time it is, and I need to put my clothes on and pack my purse and have a great old time in the mountains making music. Okay? All right, so I will leave this up so you can watch it. I will probably add more description to it later, but I'm on my way to the mountains, friends. See ya. Happy Saturday. If you have any questions about the law, let me know. I coach. I might have something in the fall for more people. Like, I usually very selectively pick my clients, because I'm at a point in time in my life where I'm like, I just don't want to waste time with people who think they know or they want certain things, but they don't want to do what it takes. So I don't know. We'll see what I'll come up with in the fall. Okay, with that, take care.